coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight we continue with Wildcard Weekend with what should be a great one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. Taken at the goal line.
Niggas got me receiving. I feel disrespected. When we play the game, we coming out with it, man. You better be getting ready to get going.
From inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Light my weed up, man.
Throwing to start the drive. Ryder. And this one is incomplete. Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense. Their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
Throwing on 1st down. Ryder. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. He completes it to Tate. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And this one is right through. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. This is Tony Pollard. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll run with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 40 yards rushing for him now, as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
The talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott.
How did I, what?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A handoff left. Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I know I should have continued.
Throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now left side.
I was thinking doing the front short.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 19.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Forward.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 16, Prescott forced out to his left.
Get the fuck out of here.
Touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Oliver. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This one caught by Ridley. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Ryder.
I ain't do nothing right there.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 3rd down.
That nigga Michael Parsons.
Get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Now Pollard. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out.
Keep getting rid of the ball.
Say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the scramble.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left.
I wish he would.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you.
Yes, sir. Now I got to throw that bitch.
A lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Another carry tonight for
this
Elliott.
is still running
And
the
he
ball.
gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary. And
oh, my God, he was wide.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
I'm going to clip that.
Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
Oh, my controller died.
Totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Steps away.
Oh, my God, DeMonte Casey. Make a play, son.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again, Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
I should have hit triangle.
Throwing complete.
Defender
all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And no
I'm nasty with that spin move.
coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Pretty sweaty.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive,
if I don't
but
win
this
the
is
chip.
going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Oh, my God.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Not today.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Ryder. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. But, Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryder.
Oh, you got to catch it.
Complete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
He's going crazy.
Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 41 yards. And the Falcons Falcons continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Playoff surprise,
For
what?
as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. He's going to launch it for Washington. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
I'm still alive.
In this game,
I'm still alive.
maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I ain't trying to score.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Operating from the gun. Ryder. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Tate. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.